Hello everybody, welcome to EduTap and a very good evening to all of you. Good evening Randhi, good evening Eternal Optimist. Hello Ayushi, hi Karan. If you can hear me, please type yes in the chat box. A very good evening to all of you guys. And in today's session, we are going to discuss NABARD annual report, which is the most important report from the point of view of the NABARD exam, as well as NAFIS report. So NAFIS is NABARD All India Financial Inclusion Survey. So these two reports we'll cover in this session now. Okay, so all of you can hear me? Okay. Welcome to EduTap guys, and this is the lecture 9th of the live sessions, and I want to tell you that we are running 50% off on our NABARD courses, and the code is NABARD 50. So by using this code you can avail the discount of 50%, and this course will be helpful for you phase 2 exam also. And here we have the email given, which is hello@edutap.co.in. If you have any query about the exam, you can mail at it, or you can also call us, which is 8146207241. So first we'll start with the NABARD annual report. Are you guys ready for the session? Should we start? Okay, so let's start the session. Let's start with the question number first today. So question is, as per NABARD annual report 2018-19, which of the following states has made a highest budgetary allocation for capital outlay on agriculture and allied sectors in the year 2018-19? So basically question is that which state has made a highest budgetary allocation for the agriculture and allied sectors? So tell me the answer here. No, Mohan, you are not late. We have just started the session. Tell me that which state has made a highest budget allocation for the agriculture and allied sectors. Yes, the correct answer is option second, that is Andhra Pradesh. So guys, can you tell me that any scheme of Andhra Pradesh government for agriculture sector? If you can tell me the recent scheme, that would be more good. But if you can tell me any scheme by the Andhra Pradesh government for agriculture and allied sectors. See, this is a revision session. So these things will also help you to revise schemes as well as annual reports and all the data that is relevant for your examination. Any scheme of Andhra Pradesh government for agriculture. Let's see. Yes, very good Karthik. Yes, in 2019, Raitu Bharosa scheme was launched by the Andhra Pradesh government. It's a very important scheme. This can be asked in your exam also, this year's exam also. So according to the scheme, rupees 12,500 financial assistance is provided to the farmers per annum per farmer. Yes, it's a very important scheme by the Andhra Pradesh government, and this particular state had the highest budgetary allocation for the agriculture and allied sectors. Let's move forward. Before moving forward, let's see that Andhra Pradesh allocated 66.1% to the agriculture and allied sectors. On second position is Gujarat, which allocated 58%, and on third position is Odisha, which allocated 46% to the agriculture and allied sectors. And if we talk about the lowest budgetary allocation, then it was the Punjab. It just allocated 4.8% for the agriculture and allied sectors. So I hope this question is clear in your mind. Let's move forward to our next question. So next question is, in which of the following places Bankers Institute of Rural Development, that is called as BIRD also. So BIRD is located at which of the following place? Come on, tell me. Which of the following Bankers Institute of Rural Development is situated at which of the following places? Yes, correct answer is option second, that is Lucknow. So this particular institute was set up by NABARD in which year? In 1983. So can you tell me that when NABARD was established? Under NABARD, this particular institute was established in 1983. Can you tell me when NABARD was established? It's a most important question as it's a NABARD exam. So tell me the establishment date of NABARD. Let's see how many of you can answer this. It's a very easy question. Yes, NABARD was established in 1982 on 12th July 1982. NABARD was established, and who is the chairman of NABARD? It is Harsh Kumar Bhanwala, and recently his tenure has been extended for 6 more months. Harsh Kumar Bhanwala is the chairman of NABARD, and headquarters of NABARD are in Mumbai. Yes, very good guys. 12th July 1982. Next is, in which of the following places Vaikunt Mehta National Institute of Cooperative Management is located? So where is this particular institute is located? Tell me the location of Vaikunt Mehta National Institute of Cooperative Management. Yes, correct answer is option 4th, that is Pune. So this particular institute is located in Savitri Bai Phule, Pune University. So in this particular university, this institute is located, which is in Pune. Yes. Next question is, in which of the following places College of Agricultural Banking is located? It's a very important institute, College of Agricultural Banking. Can you tell me the answer where this particular institute is located? Guys, in this session, we are not covering every information about the NABARD annual report. Actually, we have provided you highlights of NABARD report. Here we are covering most important MCQs from that particular report, and this is the part first. So we'll cover more questions from NABARD report in the tomorrow's session. Today we'll cover the basic part of NABARD annual report. So where is this College of Agricultural Banking? Yes, this is in option 4, that is Pune. So it is also called as RBI College of Agricultural Banking. That's why it is more important, and it is located at Pune. Next question is, in which of the following places National Institute of Bank Management, which is NIBM. So where is this NIBM located? Tell me the answer, guys. Where is this NIBM located? So NIBM is actually an institution for research as well as training in banking as well as finance. So tell me, where is this institute located? Yes, Shri Krishna, we are covering those questions which are relevant from the exam point of view. So this National Institute of Bank Management is situated again at Pune, and this institute was established by RBI in which year? In 1969. And one more fact, fun fact is that National Institute of Bank Management's chairman is Governor of RBI. So who is the current chairman of NIBM? It is Shaktikant Das, that is Governor of RBI. Next is, in which of the following places Center for Research on Financial Inclusion and Microfinance is located? Now tell me, where is this institution located? Lots of institutes are mentioned in the NABARD annual report. That's why we are covering headquarters or the locations of these institutes. This is important from your examination point of view. That's why we are covering these kind of questions. And don't worry, we'll cover all the important questions from the NABARD annual report in today's session as well as in tomorrow's session. And we have also provided you highlights in the course. Yes, correct answer is option first, that is Lucknow. So Center for Research on Financial Inclusion and Microfinance. So it is situated in Lucknow. And actually this center is situated under BIRD. About BIRD we just read about it. So BIRD is Banking Institute of Rural Development, and this center was established in 2008. Center for Research on Financial Inclusion and Microfinance. So it was established in 2008 under BIRD, which is Banking Institute of Rural Development. And where it is located? It is located at Lucknow. Next is, in which of the following years RBI advised lead banks to set up financial literacy and credit counseling centers in 266 financially excluded or disturbed districts? Tell me, in which particular year RBI advised lead banks to set up these centers? Vijay, we take live sessions at 5:30 daily. So correct answer is option third, that is 2009. So in year 2009, RBI advanced lead banks to set up financial literacy and credit counseling centers, which are also called as FLCCs. Alright. And in 2012, RBI revamped these FLCCs and launched them as financial literacy centers, that is FLCs. So FLCCs converted into FLCs in 2012. Alright, so you need to know this. Next is, Committee on Financial Inclusion was headed by which of the following? Yes, Shri Krishna, these questions can also be asked in the ESI section also. Here we are covering them under NABARD annual report, but these can be asked in the ESI sections also. Committee on Financial Inclusion was headed by which of the following? Come on guys, this is a very important question. Yes, correct answer is option fourth, that is Raghu Ram Rajan. So Raghu Ram Rajan was the one under which Committee on Financial Inclusion was headed by Raghu Ram Rajan. So this committee recommended government to constitute two funds. You need to remember this. Two funds was recommended by this committee. What are those funds? First is Financial Inclusion Fund and second is Financial Inclusion Technology Fund. These two funds were recommended by this committee, and these funds would be constituted under NABARD. So these funds come under the NABARD. That is again a very important point, and these have a corpus of 500 crore rupees each, and to be contributed by RBI, Government of India and NABARD in the ratio of 40-40-20. So 500 crore is the corpus of each of them, and out of these 500 crore, 40% will be given by RBI, again 40% will be given by Government of India, and remaining 20% will be given by NABARD. In this way, these 500 crores will be contributed to make these funds, Financial Inclusion Fund and Financial Inclusion Technology Fund. Next is, NABARD Center for Research in Agroeconomics has been set up in which of the following places? So you need to tell me the location of NABARD Center for Research in Agroeconomics. Come on guys, tell me fast. Where is this NABARD Center for Research in Agroeconomics established? Correct answer is option first, that is New Delhi. So NABARD Center for Research in Agroeconomics is established at New Delhi. And it has been set up for 3 years actually in the Indian Council for Research on International Economic Relation. So this particular center is situated in ICRIER, which is Indian Council for Research on International Economic Relations, which is in New Delhi. So this center is also in New Delhi. Next question is, as per annual report of NABARD 2018-19, capital to risk weighted assets ratio, which is also called as CRAR ratio. So what was the CRAR ratio on 31st March 2019? So according to this report, basically what is the CRAR ratio? Capital to risk weighted assets ratio. This full form is also important for you. This can also be asked in the exam. Correct answer is option second, that is 18.96%. So in 2019 it was 18.96% and in 2018 it was 18.85%. So it has slightly increased. Next is, as per annual report, how many total number of subsidiaries NABARD has at present? So how many subsidiaries of NABARD are there? Tell me. It's a very important question. How many subsidiaries are there of NABARD? Total number of subsidiaries of NABARD you have to tell me. Come on guys, you all can answer this question. It's a very important question. Yes, correct answer is option third, that is 5. So NABARD at present has 5 subsidiaries. And what are the name of those subsidiaries? So those are NAB Cons, NAB Fins, NAB Kisan, NAB Samruddhi and NAB Ventures. So you need to remember that these 5 are the subsidiaries of NABARD at present, as well as their headquarters also. So in upcoming slides, we'll see the question based on the headquarters of these subsidiaries. So let's see if you can answer them. So NABCons, which is a subsidiary of NABARD, has its headquarters at which of the following places? Come on guys, answer this. Yes, Sangeeta, you are right. Purvi, you are again right. These are the 5 subsidiaries of NABARD. Now tell me, where is the headquarter of NABCons, which is a subsidiary of NABARD? Where is the headquarter of NABCons? Correct answer is option third, that is New Delhi. So NABCons is at New Delhi. Next question is, where is the headquarter of NAB Fins, which is again a subsidiary of NABARD? Headquarters of NAB Fins. NABCons is NABARD Consultancy. Now tell me, where is the headquarter of NAB Fins? Correct answer is option first, that is Bengaluru. So NABCons is at New Delhi and NAB Fins is at Bengaluru. Next question is, where is the headquarter of NAB Kisan? Again, it's a subsidiary of NABARD. You just told me. Now tell me, headquarters of NAB Kisan. Yes, headquarters of NAB Kisan is at Chennai. Next is, where is the headquarter of NAB Samruddhi? So if we revise them, NAB Cons is at New Delhi. NAB Fin is at Bengaluru. NAB Kisan is at Chennai. Now tell me, where is the headquarter of NAB Samruddhi? Correct answer is option first, that is Mumbai. So NAB Samruddhi is at Mumbai. Next question is last, NAB Ventures. Where is the headquarter of NAB Ventures? Come on guys, where is the headquarter of NAB Ventures? Again, NAB Ventures headquarters are also at Mumbai. So NAB Samruddhi as well as NAB Ventures, both of these headquarters are at Mumbai. So here we have covered the headquarters of all the subsidiaries of NABARD. Now moving forward, next question is, in which of the following states Institute of Rural Management Anand is located? So it is, in short, it is called as IRMA. So where is IRMA located? Institute of Rural Management Anand. And this institute is for the development of rural areas. Tell me, where is it situated? Correct answer is option first, that is Gujarat. Very good guys, you all have answered it correctly. Next is Dairy Processing and Infrastructure Development Fund, that is DIDF, has been set up by Government of India in which of the following years? So DIDF, which is Dairy Processing and Infrastructure Development Fund, these abbreviation can also be asked in the exam, so you need to remember them. When this fund was set up by the government. Come on guys, can you answer me this? Yes, correct answer is option 5, that is 2017. So in 2017, government established the Dairy Processing and Infrastructure Development Fund. And how much is the corpus? So total corpus is 8,004 crore to be utilized over a period of 5 years. So for 5 years, 8,004 crore corpus was there for the DIDF fund. And this particular fund was created in NABARD. This you also need to remember. Next is Warehouse Infrastructure Fund was instituted by the Government of India with a corpus of 5,000 crores in 2013-14. So WIF are designed for which of the following purpose? So this particular fund was instituted in 2013-14, and what was the total corpus? It was 5,000 crores. Now tell me, what is the purpose of this fund? Why this particular fund was established or designed? Come on guys, tell me what is the purpose of Warehouse Infrastructure Fund. If you don't know the exact answer, then you can also guess. Try to answer this. Yes, correct answer is option 5th, that is all of the above. So let's see what are its purposes. So to provide credit to public as well as private players for creation as well as for augmentation of modern scientific storage facilities. So Warehouse Infrastructure Fund is to provide facilities for modern scientific storage, leverage credit facilities for farmers against stored produce, realize better prices for agri produce immediately after harvest. So these are the main objectives because of which this particular fund was established in 2013-14 with a corpus of 5,000 crore rupees. Next is long-term irrigation fund has been created in 2016. So year is given in the question itself. Now tell me which of the following is the nodal ministry of this fund. So under which ministry long-term irrigation fund was established? It was created in 2016. Now tell me under which ministry? Come on guys, tell me about the LTIF, which is long term irrigation fund. This fund is for the irrigation. Under which ministry? Correct answer is option 5th, that is Ministry of Jal Shakti. So you can relate that this fund is related to the irrigation. So irrigation comes under the Ministry of Jal Shakti. That's why that is the correct answer. Next is, in which of the following years Rural Infrastructure Development Fund, which is RIDF. It's a very important fund which comes under NABARD. So in which year this particular fund was created? In which of the following years RIDF, which is Rural Infrastructure Development Fund, has been created? Guys, again I'm telling you, these full forms you need to remember, because questions are asked generally, what does D stands in RIDF? This kind of question can be asked. So you need to remember the full form. That in that way only you can answer this type of question. It is Rural Infrastructure Development Fund. Correct answer is option 2nd, that is 1995-96. In this particular year, RIDF was created under NABARD. And it was actually created by the Government of India or Reserve Bank of India in 1995-96. And it was the first dedicated rural infrastructure funding initiative in the country. Next is, in which of the following years Depositor Education and Awareness Fund, known as DEF, DEAF, this particular scheme was launched in which year? Come on guys, Depositor Education and Awareness Fund scheme was launched in which year? Again, full form is important. I'm telling you again and again so that you can remember this. Yes, correct answer is option second, that is 2014. So, the year in which Narendra Modi government came in power, in that particular year, this scheme was launched. You can remember this by connecting to that. And it was launched under Banking Regulation Act 1949, and all banks are required to transfer money lying in accounts that have been inoperative for at least 10 years to this particular fund. All right, so all the inoperative accounts that have money lying there for at least 10 years, they have to transfer that money to the DEF. Next is, in which of the following states Institute of Rural Management Anand is located? So guys, we have already covered this question. Correct answer is option first, that is Gujarat. I'm sorry that this question have been repeated. So here we have completed the NABARD annual report MCQs. We'll also cover more MCQs on NABARD annual report in tomorrow's session also. So don't worry, these were the basic questions. We'll cover more questions on that. Now we'll take a break of few seconds, then we'll start with the MCQs of NAFIS survey, which is NABARD All India Financial Inclusion Survey. Sangeeta, NAFIS is a very important report. Various questions were asked last year from this particular survey. Yes, in today's session we covered the basic questions from NABARD annual report. Remaining question we'll cover in the tomorrow's session. Should we start with the NAFIS survey now? Come on guys, are you ready? Yes, Sangeeta, I agree it is tough to remember, but it is very important for your exam. So you need to... Okay, so let's start with the NAFIS survey now. Question number first is, in which of the following years the NABARD All India Financial Inclusion Survey was launched? So first question is the basic one. Tell me in which year NABARD, that is NAFIS survey, was launched. Come on guys, this is the easiest question that can be asked from this particular survey. When this survey was launched? Guys, if you don't know the correct answer, then at least try to guess. Yes, correct answer is option third, that is 2016-17. So in this particular year, NAFIS survey was launched. Next is NABARD, that is NAFIS 2016-17, has coverage of how many states and districts? So this particular survey covered how many states and how many districts? Tell me. So this particular survey covered 29 states and 245 districts. Again, it's a very important question. 29 states and 245 districts. Next is, according to NAFIS, how much percentage of agricultural households have possessed land size of 2 hectare or below? So how many households have land size of 2 hectares or below? As you can see that this number is very high, so you can see most of the agricultural households have a small land size in our country. Correct answer is option second, that is 87%. So 87% of agricultural households have land size of 2 hectares or even below that. Next is how much percentage of agricultural households have possessed tractor. So according to this survey, how many agricultural households have tractors? How many households have possessed tractors? We feel that it is very common for agricultural households to have to possess tractor, but you can see the percentage is very small here. So very small percentage of households possess tractors. Correct answer is option third, that is 5.2%. So just 5% households have tractors. Next is how much percentage of total households in India are agricultural households according to this particular survey. So according to NAFIS, how many households are agricultural households? Yes, maximum in Punjab, that is true. Maximum tractors are possessed by the farmers of Punjab. Now tell me how many households are agricultural households in the country. Correct answer is option first, that is 48%. So around half of the households are agricultural households in the country. 48% is the exact percentage. Next is according to NAFIS, how many household members reported to have been trained in the principal activity that they are engaged in. So the activity they are engaged in, how many reported that they have been trained for that activity? How many household members? It's a tricky question. But come on, try to answer this. How many household members reported to have been trained in the activity that they are engaged in? Correct answer is option second, that is 11.4%. I can see that you guys are confused between 11.4 and 11.9. So be clear that it is 11.4%. Yes. Next is according to NAFIS, how much percentage of all households have reported savings in financial institutions? So how many households keep their savings in financial institutions, that is banks or cooperative banks or things like that? इटर्नल ऑप्टिमिस्ट, ये सारा कंटेंट आपको नाफिस रिपोर्ट में मिलेगा, वहीं से हमने MCQs को फ्रेम किया है. Correct answer is option fourth, that is 48.5%. So this much of households means around half have reported savings in financial institutions. So you can see that not many people have trust on the banks or the financial institution. They like to keep their savings in house in comparison with the financial institutions. Next is according to NAFIS, how much percentage of all households have reported savings in financial institutions in the year 2015-16? Correct answer is option second, that is 50.6%. So in 2015-16, 50.6% households had reported savings in financial institutions. Next question is, what is the average savings by all households? Now you need to tell me average household saving by all households in the year 2015-16. Average savings by all households in the year 2015-16. Correct answer is option 4th, that is 9,104. So this much rupee, around 9,000 rupees is the average savings by all households in the year 2015-16. Next is, according to NAFIS, out of total savings by all households, how much percentage of saving was reported to have been saved in institutions? So out of all the saving, how much was reported to have been saved in institutions? Means financial institutions. I know these questions are very tricky and very difficult to remember, but keep revising this PDF again and again. Maybe it will stuck in your mind. Correct answer is option 3rd, that is 94%. So 94% of the savings was reported to have been saved in institutions. Next is, according to NAFIS, out of the total amount invested. So now investment is asked, total amount invested by all households, how much percentage of amount invested in physical assets? So most of the people want to invest in physical assets. As you can see, that number is very high here. How much percentage of amount was invested in physical assets? Don't worry, Sangeeta. Please keep revising this file or this PDF. Keep revising these questions. Correct answer is option 1st, that is 73%. So 73% of amount was invested in physical assets. Next is, according to NAFIS, how much percentage of all households have reported any investment in the year 2015-16? Agraj, most probably, as it is called as NABARD Annual Financial Inclusion Survey, most probably these questions would be asked in ARD section. But these can also be asked in the ESI section. So there is no watertight separation here. These can be asked in ARD as well as in ESI. How much percentage of all households have reported any investment in the year 2015-16? Correct answer is option 3rd, that is 9.5% is the correct answer. Now next question is, what is the average investment per all households which have reported any investment? Now you need to tell me average investment per household. How much investment per household make according to NAFIS survey? Average investment per households. Correct answer is option 1st, that is rupees 60,529. Again, it's an important question. This can be asked in the exam. Next is, according to NAFIS, how much percentage of all households are in some kind of debt? How much percentage of all households are in some kind of debt? You can see the percentage given is here is again very high. So most of the households are in some kind of debt. Correct answer is option 3rd, that is 47.4%. So around half of the households are in some kind of debt. You can see the exact number is 47.4. Next is, according to NAFIS, what is the average outstanding debt per indebted households? So 47.4% households are in some kind of debt. Now tell me the amount, average outstanding debt per household. Average outstanding debt per household. Correct answer is option 2nd, that is rupees 91,407 crores. Oh, rupees, sorry. 91,407 rupees is the average outstanding debt per household. Next is, according to NAFIS, how much percentage of all households that took any loan in the year 2015-16? So this is asked for just 1 year. So in this particular year, how much percentage of households took any loan? Correct answer is option second, that is 40.2%. So this much of households took any kind of loan in the year 2015-16. Next is, what is the average amount of loan per households reporting to have taken any loan in the year 2015-16? So we have seen that 40.2% this much percentage of households took any loan in the year 2015-16. Now tell me the average amount that they took as a loan. Average amount of loan per households reported to have taken any loan in the year 2015-16. Correct answer is option first, that is rupees 91,852. Next is, according to NAFIS, among agricultural households owning more than 0.4 hectare land and those who took any loan for agricultural purposes from a cooperative or commercial or rural bank, how many of them reported to be having Kisan credit cards? So first you have to read the condition. Agricultural household owning more than 0.4 hectares of land, then they took any loan. Then how many of them reported to have KCC, that is Kisan credit card? PDF is available on Telegram, guys. Correct answer is option fifth, that is 32%. So people who have this much or more than this land and have taken any loan, 32% of them have KCC. Next is, how much percentage of households with at least one member having any form of insurance? So number is obviously very low here. How much percentage of households with at least one member having any form of insurance? Correct answer is option fourth, that is 25%. So around 25% households have at least one member having any form of insurance. Next is, how much percentage of households with at least one member above 60 years reported to be receiving old age pension? How much percentage of households have at least one member above 60 years which is receiving old age pension? Correct answer is option third, that is 32%. Next is, according to NAFIS, how much percentage of households have at least one member receiving any pension at the time of survey? How many households have at least one member receiving any kind of pension? Correct answer is option second, that is 18.9%. So more people have old age pension living in their house than any kind of pension. Next is, according to NAFIS, how much percentage of households have reported that any of its members were associated with a microfinance group at the time of survey? How many percentage of households have reported that any member of their family or household are associated with microfinance group? Correct answer is option first, that is 23%. Next is, according to NAFIS, how much percentage of respondents have expressed that they can use ATMs independently without any help? how many respondents have expressed, the people who were surveyed during this survey, that they can use ATMs independently without any help. So basically it measures the financial literacy of the people. How many people can use the ATMs independently? Correct answer is option second, that is 73%. So it's a high number, it's a good sign actually. Next is, how much percentage of respondents have expressed that they used ATM services at least once in last 3 months? How much people who were surveyed told that they used ATM services at least once in last 3 months? So this measures the frequency. Correct answer is option second, that is 23.6%. So this number is very low. So people have only 23.6% people use the ATM services at least once in last 3 months. Next is the NABARD All India Financial Inclusion Survey, which is NAFIS, will be conducted every. So what is the frequency of this survey? It will be conducted every which year? 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5 or 7? What is the frequency of NAFIS survey? Correct answer is 3 years. So this survey will be conducted every 3 years. Next is, how much percentage of total households in India are agricultural households? So I think this question we have covered. If we have covered, come on, you can answer it again. Revision हो जाएगा आपका. How much percentage of total households in India are agricultural households? Correct answer is option first, that is 48%. Yes. Next question is, the target respondents for NABARD All India Financial Inclusion Survey included all men and women aged. So you need to tell me the age of men and women above which they were surveyed for this particular survey, that is NAFIS survey. Above which age men and women were included in the NAFIS survey as a respondents? Correct answer is 15 years or above. Next is, how many percentage of female respondents exposed to information session on financial education during NAFIS survey? Yes, 15 and above is correct for the previous question. Now tell me, how many percentage of female respondents were exposed to information session on financial education during this survey? Correct answer is option third, that is only 8.9% female respondents were exposed to the information session on financial education during this survey. Next is, how much percentage of male respondents were exposed to information session? So in previous question we asked about the females. Now tell me about the male respondents. Those were exposed to information session on financial education. Correct answer is option fifth, that is 10.5%. So for females it was 8.9 and for males it is 10.5. Next is, how much percentage of total respondents assessed as having good financial literacy? So how many people have good financial literacy according to this survey? How much percentage of total respondents have good financial literacy? Correct answer is option first, that is 11.3%. So this much of total people have good financial literacy. Next is, according to the survey, agricultural households is defined as a household that received some value of produce more than how much from agricultural activities and having at least one member self-employed in agriculture, either in the principal status or in the subsidiary status in the last 365 days. So you need to tell me the amount, that this much of amount that they should be received from agricultural activities, or at least one member having self-employed in agriculture. Then that household will be considered as agriculture households. Correct answer is option second, that is rupees 5,000. Next is, according to NAFIS, which of the following states has the highest percentage of agricultural households in India? It's a very important question. Which state has highest percentage of agricultural household in the country? Come on guys, I'm waiting for your answer. Which state has the highest percentage of agricultural households? Correct answer is option third, that is Meghalaya. Very good. So Meghalaya have around 78%. 78% of the households are agricultural household. And on second place is Mizoram, which has 77%, and Jammu, which is again at 77%. Next is, which of the following states has the lowest percentage of agricultural households? Now tell me, highest is Meghalaya. Now tell me lowest percentage of agricultural households in which state? Correct answer is option first, that is Goa. So highest is in Meghalaya. Remember that. Highest in Meghalaya and lowest in Goa. So Goa has only 3% of households as agricultural households. On second position is Tamil Nadu, which has 13%, and Kerala again have 13%. Next is, what is the average age of head of agricultural households in India? So households which are agricultural households, what is the average age of head in those households? Come on guys, it's an important question. Answer me, what is the average age of head of agricultural households in India? Correct answer is option second, that is 49 years. So here you can see the average age. You can pause this video here and you can read this table, as well as you can also read this table in the PDF which is available on Telegram. Next is, according to NAFIS, what percentage of the head of agricultural households are illiterate? So we have seen that the average age is 49. Now tell me, what percentage of head of agricultural households are illiterate? Correct answer is option third, that is 32.2% of the head of the agricultural households are illiterate. So again, number is given here. So 32.2 are illiterate. Then 8% have literate or no formal education. 17.7% has education up to primary level. 31.4% have education up to 6th to 10th grade. Then 6.1 senior secondary, 4.6 till diploma. So you can see that most of the head of the agricultural households have education from 6th to 10th grade according to this data. And in the same way, non-agricultural households reflects the same. In that also, head of the households have education from 6th to 10th grade. Next is, in which of the following states the highest average land, including homestead land, is owned by agricultural households in India? So in which state highest average land which is owned by agricultural household? Come on guys, tell me. The highest average land is owned by agricultural households in India. In which of the following state? Correct answer is option second, that is Nagaland. So according to this survey, Nagaland is the state in India that has the highest average land owned by the agricultural households. On second position is Rajasthan. Third is Madhya Pradesh. Next is in which of the following states the lowest average land is owned by agricultural households? So highest average land is owned by agricultural households in Nagaland. Now tell me the lowest average land state. Correct answer is option second, that is West Bengal. So remember, highest average land is owned by agricultural households in Nagaland and lowest in West Bengal. Next is, what is the average land holding by agricultural households in India? Again, it's a very important question. What is the average land holding by the agricultural households in India? Correct answer is 1 hectare. So on average, agricultural households have 1 hectare land holding. Next is, what is the average land holding by agricultural households in India? Okay, in a previous question it was asked including homestead land. Now tell me, what is the average land holding by agricultural households in India? Homestead land is not included in it. Correct answer is 1.1 hectare. Next is, how much percentage of agricultural households have reported the ownership of milch animals in India? Milch animals are those which gives milk. So how many percentage of agricultural households have reported the ownership of milch animals? Correct answer is option third, that is 50.7%. So almost half of agricultural households have milch animals. So here you can see that agricultural households have 50.7% of agricultural households have milch animals, and when we talk about non-agricultural, then only 5.7% of non-agriculture have milch animals, and agricultural households have 10.8% of agricultural households have draught animals, 13.6% have small ruminants, 8.8% have poultry birds. So you can see, in the highest amount, milch animals are present in the agricultural households. Next is, how much percentage of agricultural households have reported ownership of mobile phones? How much percentage of agricultural households have mobile in their house? Correct answer is option first, that is 89.1%. So you can see almost 90% of the agricultural households have mobile. Again, it is given here, you can see that 89.1% have telephone mobile, and 55.7% have television. 37.9% have scooter and motorcycle. These are the major belongings in the agricultural household. Next is, what is the average monthly agricultural household in the income in India? What is the monthly agricultural household income? Correct answer is rupees 8,931 rupees. So this much is the monthly average income of the agricultural household in our country. Next is, which of the following states has the highest average monthly income of agricultural households in India? So which state has the highest average monthly income of agricultural households in India? Correct answer is, as obvious, it is Punjab. So Punjab has the highest average monthly income of agricultural households. So you can see here that Punjab has the average monthly income of rupees 23,133 rupees. After that, there is Haryana, which have average monthly income of 18,000. You don't need to remember that. Just remember that on first position is Punjab, which has highest average monthly income of agricultural household. On second position is Haryana, and on third position is Kerala. So these are the top 3 states. Next is, what is the average monthly consumption expenditure of agricultural household income? Average monthly consumption expenditure of agricultural household income in India. What is the average amount that agricultural households consume or expend? How much amount goes in expenditure? Correct answer is rupees 7,152. So this is the average monthly consumption expenditure of agricultural households in India. Next is, how much percentage of agricultural household in India having female as a family head? As you can see that this percentage is very less. Very less households have female as a family head. Come on guys, answer me, how much percentage of agricultural households in India have female as a family head? Correct answer is option first, that is 9%. So only 9% of agricultural households in India have female as a family head. Yes, 9% is correct guys. Most of you have answered it correct. So you can see here that 9% of the agricultural households in India having female as a family head. If we talk about non-agricultural households, then 14% of them have female as a family head. And overall, 11.8% of the households have female as a family head. So you can remember this, for agriculture it is 9%. For non-agricultural household it is 14%. And average is 11.8%. So guys, here we have completed all the important MCQs of NAFIS survey. If you have any query, you can mail us at hello@edutap.co.in. Also, you can call us on this number. Again, I want to tell you, we are running 50% off on the NABARD courses. You can buy that. Now I'll take a few questions if you guys want to ask any questions. In this session, we covered the NABARD annual report MCQs and NAFIS survey MCQs. Thank you very much guys. I agree that these reports are very difficult to remember. These facts are very difficult to remember. Still, you have to do for the exam, because these are important from the examination point of view. Keep revising this PDF. This will help you. I can't tell the exact question, but at least 2-3 questions can be expected from NAFIS. Dipanshu, we can't tell you the level of exam. In phase 2, I guess 3 questions were asked from NAFIS, and I think 1 question was there in the phase 1 also, in the NABARD exam. Don't get demotivated guys, as I told you. Keep revising this document. We have, Harish, we have already covered economic survey class. We covered economic survey in, I think, lecture 6 or lecture 7. I'm not sure. In lecture 6 or 7, we covered economic survey. Thank you guys that you daily come here and answer all the questions, or at least try to answer all the questions. If you guys won't join, then there is no point of having this session daily. Okay guys, here I'm winding up the session now. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this session, then you can like this on YouTube. And tomorrow we'll come up with the, I think, government schemes we'll cover in the tomorrow session. And till then, all the best for your preparation. Bye-bye. Happy learning.